What's going on, guys? Welcome back to me, Masculine Energy. All right, so in this video, we are going to talk about don't panic. I know it's going to be extremely difficult for a lot of people to do this because your life has literally been turned upside down. You are staring at the abyss, I guess. I don't know. You're staring at the relationship potentially ending. You're watching them leave. You're watching the emotions. You know, it's like they're a zombie, right? So if you guys have ever been through a breakup before, you'll understand that during this period, maybe you've been blindsided. Maybe it was something that came along kind of slowly, but when it was pretty final that it was going to be over, and when it was like put in your face, like this is happening, your panic button got pushed, and now you're like, oh fuck, like what do I do? And that's when people start acting irrational, and that's when people start doing things wrong. Okay, first off, you're probably asking, how do I stop myself from being from panicking? Well, I mean, you're going to come across this material probably after the fact. So I'll tell you what to do if you've already done it. It's not easy. And the thing is, you need to know this stuff pretty much beforehand, but it's something that needs to be talked about, and nobody really... Having emotional self-control is the most important thing that you can have as a man. So you need to be on top of that, and you need to be making sure that nothing sways you ever. And how do you get to that period? Well, when you are in that state, you would never need this information really anyways. You might be looking for some of it just to see what's out there, but you don't need the information. But when you go through it, and when you go through everything, you're going to be looking for an outlet, and maybe you'll come across this video. So this video is going to be titled "Don't Panic." But before I continue, I want you guys to join my coaching program. So instead of calling it I still have my men's community, but that is going to be shifting into something a little bit different. For the guys that are already in it, if you watch this video, don't worry, don't panic. Nothing's happening with you. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently because whenever I get a certain amount of people join, and the way that I do coaching, it's going to be difficult for me to coach 1,000 people. So I need to make sure that I future-proof this and do this correctly. And because I am still growing very quickly, and I'm adding people to the coaching program almost every 3 days to a week. I'm getting somebody new, and I'm increasing my prices. So, and the people that are already locked in for the price that they're at, that's cool. Like, you guys are staying at the price you got locked in for. Down the road, I'm going to be increasing my prices as the demand goes up. Obviously, I have to give you guys my time, so I have to make sure that I'm getting paid what I feel like I should get paid. Now, to continue on, and also subscribe and make sure that you join the email list, okay? Because that is going to be the number one place I distribute things whenever something might go wrong, or maybe I just want to send you guys a free piece of information. I don't do it much right now, but when I dial back the videos, it will be in full force, especially when I quit my job. So that's something that I think you guys should be on, and it would be awesome if you guys would support that. Okay, next, let's get right into the heart of the issue. So it's going to be very difficult for you to not fucking panic, because like I mentioned before, everything's been turned upside down and you really don't know what to do. But practicing from here on, practicing emotional self-control is going to be something that's going to be really difficult for you guys, because a lot of you guys grew up in a specific way, and maybe lashing out is your only way to deal with emotions and drama and stuff like that. So getting a handle on how you react and your outbursts and certain things like that will be amazing. If you panic, it's going to cause you to say and do and act a specific way, because you're going to be reacting to her, or you're going to be reacting to her, the rules that she set on the relationship at this point. And you need to be angry, and you need to be sad, and rightfully so. It's not really your fault. It's something that you absolutely should feel. If you didn't feel it, you'd be a fucking robot. But what you need to understand is, as a man, nothing sways you. Nothing makes you... You should know your value and know your worth so much that if somebody doesn't want to be with you, that's their loss, and it's always their loss, okay? You should look at yourself as the prize and realize that you matter too, and your time matters, okay? Women always want you to invest your time into them because they want that. They call it a commitment. They want you to invest your time and your energy so they know that you're committed to them. But you need to understand that your time is precious and valuable because you don't get that back. That is your most valuable commodity. Look at this. Understand the dynamic. They want your time. They want the most valuable thing, the most valuable resource you have to offer. Time. And then of course there's money and whatever and property and whatever. But time is your most valuable resource, and you can't just be spending it on somebody who doesn't really want to be with you. So if you panic and you show the other person that they are worth so much and they're super valuable and they have all this extra, you basically put them on a pedestal, so to speak. They're not going to see you in the light that you see them, and you want them to see you as a prize. You want them to see you as an awesome man going for what he wants and going for his purpose and being the best version of himself, right? I'm playing with my ring, if that's what you're wondering. I'm holding. So you want her to be able to see your value. So if you do panic and you've already done it, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. Okay. A lot of times it's actually very normal. So unless you do something extremely insane and you're shooting a gun or something like that. But if you panic and you start begging, you start doing all this shit that you shouldn't be doing, then as a little bit, when more time goes by, so you have to start no contact right away. If you did beg, or if you did do any of that shit, start no contact right now. And then as a few weeks and maybe about a month, maybe 2 months goes by, she's going to sort of start forgetting that you did that. She'll remember if she has to think back to it and how the relationship ended and how the breakup happened. She's going to remember that you were a little emotional about it. And here's the reason why you want to be solid and you don't want anybody to, you can't get swayed by any of this stuff, because there's going to be a time where she's going to want to revisit the idea of dating you. Okay. And when she goes back to this in her mind, she's going to go, well, how did it go when I decided to end the relationship? When I wanted to step away, when I wanted to take time for myself and go find myself, how did he react? This will help bring her back to you, because again, they need to feel completely free being with you. And if you act otherwise, because actions speak louder than words, that's extremely important. And it's going to stop her from wanting to come back to you because she doesn't feel free. So when she feels completely free to come and go, then it'll be really easy for her to make a decision to come back to you. But if you act insane and panic and do all this crap that makes you act otherwise, and act completely feminine and act she's the prize and you are not, she's not going to see you as such. Okay. The more you panic, the more it's going to push her away, so to speak. And she's not going to want to come back to you. She's going to want to take her time coming back, and she's going to want to take her time revisiting getting back together with you and continuing a relationship with you, when all you do is make her feel like she's trapped. Even that can make somebody feel trapped to you, okay, if you don't take a breakup the right way. And they know what your true colors are. But if you're completely calm and you're like, okay, all right, you feel like we should break up, hey, maybe you're right. Have a great day. Pack up your shit and go, okay? Now, I know everybody's relationships are a little bit different. I know everybody's situations are different. I know that. And I know that some people aren't going to have a place to go. And if you guys kind of have a little bit of like an agreement, so to speak, she doesn't know anything about you, doesn't know anything about what life you're living. Go out and start working on yourself. And if you need to, if you need to go out and start talking to new girls, go do that. If you need to, start working out, go do that. Actually, you have to do that. If you join the coaching program, I'm literally going to give you an outline. I'm drawing it up as we speak. I'm going to give you an outline of what you need to be doing month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6, and so on and so on and so on. And It literally kind of holds your hand through this. And I realized that I should have gave this to everybody earlier, so everyone kind of had a clear idea of where they should be going. But you live and you learn, right? And I'm learning how to do this better and better each month that goes by, each week that goes by, and day. That's why you need to not panic, because again, like I said, they're going to want to revisit getting back together with you. They always do. Nobody's ever 100% sure that they want to leave, but as you guys are going to understand that if there's too much emotional drama and too much turmoil, nothing's going to bring somebody back to something that is completely negative. And that's why you need to update your belief system. And that's why you need to work on you. And when you start reading books and you start watching material like this, it's going to sink in eventually, because you're now ingesting information that you never knew before from someone that maybe you respect. Okay. Maybe you're like, I like what this person is saying, I'm going to listen to them. And that's going to update your belief system. Okay. Because most guys live their entire life thinking that movies and music and media and how they act is proper. And it's not at all. It's not at all. So I want you guys to understand that. But I'm getting to the end of this video, so don't panic. Just relax. And I know it's stressful. Okay. But if you panic, it's going to be a lot harder of a time for them to come back to you. And you're going to have a really hard time understanding them at first. But the more time you give it, the more time you take to understand, they are also going to think about it as well. And they're going to start thinking about things, and they're going to start they're going to start wondering about you. They're going to start wondering, was this a mistake? Was this something I should have been doing? Because you're going to be so calm. If you're calm, they're going to be like, whoa, why is he so calm? What's going on here? And that is what you want. That is what you fucking want from this. Okay. So join the coaching program. Everything will be down below. We will talk from there. And if you guys want my time, again, it'll all be down below, and you guys will be able to book it. Okay. And we'll be talking from there. Take it easy, guys. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button down below, and we will see you later. And I hope you guys keep watching this content. Love ya. Done.